Anyway, so our next speaker is in the room down here. I'm going to bring her up, Miss Terri Jackson.
Hi, everyone. Oh, I'm doing good. Am I coming through nice and clear?
You are.
Yay, my new system.
It's like brightened up and whoa. So
yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'll probably have a few hitches.
Are you sharing slides today or?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool.
I'm actually getting my steps in. So I hope you guys don't mind.
Okay.
All right.
Well, all right. Well, Terri H Jackson. All right, as you know, a Disney Imagineer. She's also one of my very famous mastermind members.
Thank you, Tim.
She's one of our stars, one of our many stars in the Inner Circle program. And do me a favor, you know what I mean? Go check her out and pay attention because she's got some good information about how cool she set this studio up. The thing today you were talking about is video setups for your live video content.
Or as we call Band-Aid solutions to live streaming.
Yeah. So I'm going to set the clock and let you go, girl.
Okay, here we go. Stop me if I talk too long. Hi, everyone. As Tim said, I'm Terri H. I'm Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer, and I am also a Jim Henson puppeteer, international speaker, artist, and vlogger. Now, what I'm not is technology and internet based. I don't have any knowledge of it. It's been a real challenge. It's been very, if you're like me, you took maybe not quite 2 years to figure out how to upload to YouTube, but finally I figured it out. So the first thing I want to do to say is that as an artist, I knew that marketing was very, very important. And I knew that a major key of that was your social media platform and the internet. So I hitched up myself by the bootstraps and started to learn, as I guess we all are trying to do, right? So today, what I want to do is to show you the basics. That's basically what I know, is the basics. And I'm going to start by showing you how to live stream on Facebook just using your phone. And then the next thing that I'll do is show you how you can kick it up a little bit, have a little better sound, maybe not always have to hold it. And then after that, I'll show you my system, which is a multi-camera system and one that I put together with my husband, and I absolutely love it. I can show my art like this instead of like this. Look! This I did for 3 years. Now I get to do this, and I just love this so much better. So I'll show you what that actually means, and we'll go from there. But first, let's talk about the super basic, which is live streaming just on Facebook. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our iPhone or our smartphone here. We're going to tap the Facebook app, of course. Then we're going to look for live. And I apologize if you people are super, go get a coffee if this is too rudimentary for you. You hit live, and it brings up the live thing right here, right? You see that? Okay, excellent. Now, it's actually pointing down. I'm going to flip it up. Usually it comes in. Let me flip it. There we go. Now it's shooting my camera. That's what I wanted to do. The first thing you want to do is to figure out your orientation. You see how it switches? Tim will tell you a great story about me and not understanding how this was done in my first videos. Okay, but here you go. So I decide I want it like this. Once you've decided you want it like this, you see here where you tap to add a description. So we're going to tap it. I'm just going to write fufta. Whoops. What did I do? See? If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so I'm going to write fufta right there, and then I'm going to hit OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the magic wand, and you see how these things come up here? There's a few things you can do there that are, but I'm just going to hit this guy. That little guy just means that I don't want to have anything occur without my knowledge of doing it. And then again, over here is a wrench. We're going to hit the wrench. It's going to bring up these 3 images. So, kind of play around with it and see when you tap it. But when you tap this, you see how it flips the image. flips the image, flips the image. Now, if I angle it so you can see me, not necessarily in the best way, but this will work, and you flip the image back and forth, the reason you want to do this is because when it's in selfie mode, anything that is written, like a flyer or a book that you want to show, is going to be backwards if you keep it in selfie mode. So you want to flip it so that your audience can read what you're showing. So if we get back to the phone, we're going to flip it. And the way you can tell is when you raise your hand, it's the opposite hand that raises. You see that? Okay, once you're there and you're happy, you're going to hit the X and go home. Then all you do is hit this button and go live. Now, it will be a good thing if you check right here and see who you're broadcasting to. You see how it says public right there? Yeah. So if you don't want to do it to public, you have a private page or whatever, then make sure you change that. And there's a little drop down arrow. But you hit this, and then you are good to go. But bam, done, finished. You just start talking, okay? And once you're done, you hit stop video, then you'll see where it shows how to save it, and it'll show you how to share it. And then, but bam, you've done your first one. Aren't you proud of yourself? Yay! Okay, so you've done this for a while and you say to yourself, I'm not too keen on the sound of my video, so I'd kind of like to up the sound. Don't want to spend a lot of money. And so I think what I'd like to do is do that, and then I'd also would like to not hold it. I'm not real comfortable with, it's trying to tell me to do some, done, there we go. All right, I'm not comfortable holding it and talking. Hi, how you doing, blah, 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 whatever. I don't want to hold it. I want it to be so I can do it hands-free. So I have a couple of options for you as we show the camera here and my fan spinning around. The first option, or the main thing I want to show you is just a couple of things that I use. Okay, so the first thing I use is this microphone. This is a Shure microphone, and it moves and bends, and you notice that it's made for a smartphone, in my case, the iPhone. Okay, see? It's got that little thing right there. Now, all you would do is plug it into your phone, but let me caution you on this. If you get a crackling noise or a buzzing noise when you connect it directly into the phone, then you're going to need to give yourself a little bit of distance from the phone. Or if you have a nice case like this and it doesn't go in, you don't have to give up. You simply buy yourself this little cable. So this cable.
Hey, Terry.
Yes.
Hi, Terry. I just ran back up here. You were getting a lot of static on there. Do you have can you switch to a different microphone?
Are you getting static from my microphone?
Yeah, really, really bad. I just got a lot of static, and it's like I got to fix this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure what I should do. Maybe turn this off and see if we can get the. That's so it went per.
Now we have no audio. No audio at all. Yeah, Terry, can you hear me? Because we lost you all. We lost you all together on sound.
Okay, there's my MacBook Pro mic. Does that help?
That's better there. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, we'll just use that.
Yeah. I don't know what that other microphone was really. I mean, and it, and all of a sudden everybody's giving me notes. Hey, man, it's really staticky. And I'm like, oh my god,
I can't hear. She's driving me. See, this is just so I could demonstrate for you the fact that I don't know technology, and it's.
That's cool. All right, we got to go on. Go ahead, and that microphone works better. Continue.
Okay, I don't know what minutes I was at, so I may talk faster.
It's okay. Go ahead.
All right, guys, I'm sorry about the static. I hope that you got most of it. But basically what I was saying, and I'll just go over it a little bit quick, is that this is my microphone for my phone. It plugs in here. But if you get static like you just did, then you're going to want this cable. And this cable simply plugs into the phone like this. Have to see it. And then it extends it out like this. See? So now Oh, did I do it right? Yeah. Okay. Now I'm not trusting anything. So now you can extend it away from you like this, and you can talk here. You can be farther back if you want. You see what I mean? So, so there you go. There's that. But now you say to yourself, what if I want to be hands-free? So to be hands-free, I suggest this little guy, the Joby. I love this Joby because it has these bendable legs so that it can wrap around a branch, it can wrap around a tree. It's very lightweight, so you can take it anywhere with you. So now you have this upgrade, sort of, and it runs just around $200, not counting the phone, of course, right? But here, this little Joby, probably around $40. This about $150, and the cord $40, so about $200. There you go. And that is all you really need to use, and all I've ever used for 3 years. And then as an artist, like I said before, I got really tired of going, look, my art like this. So I wanted to go to the next level up. So what I ended up doing is creating a multi-camera system, which I am going to show you right now. This is my system. Does it look scary? Does it look expensive? It can be. Absolutely, it can be. But I've been cleaning, and a lot of the cameras that you're looking at are actually ones I had in my storage. These cameras, I found out I could repurpose for doing this multi-camera system. So the one I'm on right now is one that's 4 years old, and I bought it originally to shoot Niagara Falls when we went on vacation. So that's that one. And then you see there are some lights that you kind of see. If I change over here, here's another light right here. That's actually the light to my table. That's actually the light to my drawing table. Okay. So I've just repurposed lights everywhere, repurpose things. Now, if you can't repurpose what let's say you don't have a camera or whatever, you don't need to go out and buy 4 cameras and do a 4-camera setup, do you? You just do one thing at a time. And may I suggest that you consider using a camera, buying a camera that's maybe older than the newest model. Why do I say this? Because what if you don't like streaming? I mean, what if you're me? I'm an artist, and it kind of cramps my style to show and talk about my work while I'm doing it, but it's an important factor, isn't it? But what if I just get all mad and upset and I go, no, I'm not doing it. And I just say no. And then where are you, right? You've spent $15,000 on a huge camera setup, which is what most people were saying, spend a lot of money and set it up big time. But my husband was like, this really isn't a good idea if she should tomorrow decide she'd rather sip a pina colada somewhere and chuck the whole streaming thing. So this is why I'm showing you a way that you can do it easily. Okay? And that's the system. And this system really works, seriously, on most everything. It works on YouTube and most streaming systems, except Facebook. Seriously, guys, on Facebook, what a challenge. So we tried everything. And like you heard, you had a crackle that was driving you crazy. I don't quite know what that is. We'll figure it out later. But on Facebook, I had that crackle, and I also had a delay. And the problem with the delay was that the audio would get to you first, and then the video would follow. And my husband said that the delay was as much as 30 seconds, or a very bad dub of a very good Kung Fu movie. Okay, so what am I going to do? I stream on Facebook. I did it this way for years, but I want my multi-camera system. So I had an idea, and this is my idea. What I did was I took this, and I'm going to move the camera so you can see it just a little bit better. Zoom in like this. There we go. Cherry's driving while you're here. See, I told you, I'm not techno savvy, not a lot of fancy footwork here. But then I found this setup right here. So what I decided to do was to take my phone, and just like you did when you do it the normal way on Facebook, I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to set it in this little gadget here, right? And then I'm going to make it parallel to my television monitor. You see how I'm doing that? You see that this is this picture in here? Okay, why am I doing that? Because I was getting crackling, I was getting delay, and this is just using the Facebook system to make it work, okay? So, but there was one little problem, and that one little problem was the reflection all in the room from my table, these lights, everything is reflecting into the telephone, into the iPhone camera or smartphone camera. I just happen to have an iPhone. So if I put this lens cap over the screen and I show you camera 4, you see how there is that. Let me go to big. You see the reflection? So this just doesn't work, guys. It just doesn't work. Look at all of the reflection. Okay. Now, if you go back to camera 1, you might think that's okay, but look right here, where the look right here where you see those little lights or something. Maybe you don't, but it's there. Trust me. And so the reflection is just really seriously bad. So what I do is I came up with a system. I created a hood. This is my hood. Here it is. And what I do is I take this hood. Now what it is, it's made out of foam core and it's made out of gaffer's tape. This is the Band-Aid solution again, guys, that I told you about. Just like this. I'm going to do it quick because we had that little glitch and I don't want to go over, but here we go. So you're going to do that. See how it tapers. All right. Now you're going to move this phone into position at the end, just like this. I'm going to crane it so you can see it on the camera, but you're going to move your phone into this position. All right. Now you can see that you're looking at the monitor through your iPhone before you go live. And the challenge here again, if we go to black, so I can show you again, is that there's still some reflection. You see it? Hi, reflection. So this is where the Dubatine comes in. We simply flip down the Dubatine cloth like this. You see I've cut a hole right here. And you just go right in to that hole. There we go. And you line the camera up. It's completely dark now. Completely dark. If we do this, you can see no reflection. Isn't that cool? So that's how, and then you just hit your blue button and go live. And that's how you can stream on Facebook, no lag, no crackle, no nothing. Now, maybe you think this is a lot of overkill, and maybe for you it is, but for me as an artist, it's an absolute godsend. I love this system, and I've loved using it for about 2 weeks now, and I just adore it. It's a great way for me to show my work and my art. You know, I don't have to struggle. I don't have to overwork myself. It's right here. I can even set it down on the table and indicate what I like hands-free, which I love. I have a third camera angle just to spice it up a little bit. And then finally, the one that I use all the time. So what is the moral of this story? The moral of the story is to simply get started. And I hope I've showed you something today that helps you to get started. Just go for it. Because you know a step in any direction, even if it's the wrong one, creates momentum. So once you get started, you're going to get the feel of it. Things are going to start to feel better. Things are going to start to feel easier. You can see today how I kind of stumble a little bit and I fumbled a little bit, but it's okay because I'm going to get better the more that I stream, the more that I do this, it's going to be. And I invite you to look me up. And when you do, you're more than welcome to have a free call with me, a free chat with me for about 30 minutes. And see the other reason I like it? There you go. There you go. That's my info. So much better than before. But if you go to one of these places and you look me up and you talk to me and you hit me up and say I was with Tim Gillette's thing, then I'm more than happy to help you with this, you can help me. You can tell me your video needs or your streaming challenges and stuff. Now, will I be able to help you? I don't know. But one thing I can tell you is there's a way, where there's a will, there's a way, and I just never give up. And I don't think you will either. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for being in the chat and telling me that I was all crackly. And I hope now it wasn't crackly, but there you go. Enjoy. I hope you had a good time.
Well, John put up a question. What's the switching system you're using again?
Oh, yes. It's the ATEM Mini Pro by Blackmagic.
Okay.
And they're very, very popular. So it may take you a little while to get one, but oh my gosh, they are amazing. Yeah. Especially for someone like me.
Yeah, there's all kinds of tools and tricks that Tim's going to get, but he's collecting things today to add to his computer tomorrow. I'm setting up the desk because this all gets torn apart tomorrow. But anyway, this is something Katrina actually said. You know what I mean? Did you say you weren't techie? Not sure. You have your systems down for sure.
Oh, you're so sweet, Katrina, because Tim will tell you. Right, Tim? The first question when I was in his mastermind was, how do I get my phone how do I get my phone to go horizontal?
Yeah.
That was my question. And he said, turn the phone before you touch it. True story.
Turn the phone before you hit.
Before you touch anything. Yes.
So, but yeah, it's great information. So I appreciate you, Terri, for coming on and sharing. All right, Terri has come a long way when it comes to broadcasting.
I really have.
Yeah. So
really have.
I want to thank you for coming on today, sharing with everybody. You gave quite a lot of information there for the tech people, and those people who they're artists. They're like you. They're not people like me who just got to sit and broadcast. They are artists and they have different things they need to do, and it's great to know that they can set it up. So
absolutely you can, and don't do it alone. Like I told you, feel free to reach out to me. I'm a little tired today because I did Disneyland's birthday. I actually had a conference with Australia at 2:30 this morning and I haven't been to bed yet. So that's probably one of the reasons that there's a few things that were a little hitch and get along, but I don't mind. This is the thing. Don't mind if it doesn't go perfect, guys. Just get out there and do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Terri.
Thank you, Tim.